Everyone had to make a trip to Iowa City, Iowa in their lifetime. You may not know that it is the home of the University of Iowa. Over the past century, there has been dramatic increase in the attention our university and town have received. I first became aware of its uniqueness. Only reasoning, only reasoning. This paper begins by exploring that many things Iowa City has to offer the son of its drawback as a place to live. Only, on on the one hand, people tend to think of Iowa as a flawed front country, although it is fun, fun country, fun country is hardly flat. Taken as a whole, Iowa is often mislabeled. There exists a contradiction between what most people believe Iowa to be like and how it actually is. In particular, Iowa City is a home to one of the best universities in the country. As it turned out, the university world-class writing program earned Iowa City the title of UNESCO City of Literature in 2009. This highlights the fact that Iowa is not just a state of farmers, but home to writers and intellectuals. It would be neglect not to address Iowa City first. It was the first capital city of Iowa. The University of Iowa is especially known for being the first public university to admit men and women on an equal basis. What I don't know was that it is also the first public university to officially recognize a gay student organization on campus. Another pleasing quality of Iowa City is its people. Besides being warm and welcoming, most are great neighbors who look out for one another. In addition, Iowa City is a relatively safe community with a low crime rate. As true drawback of living in Iowa City, when the weather tops the list. By contrast, the warmth of Iowa's people is matched by the chilly of its winters. To illustrate this, some winter bring ice and blizzard with the temperature will below zero, and an Iowa writer is best described as 6 months of cold and snow. It is necessary to point out that Iowa City has a higher cost of living than most Midwest cities, but at the same time it almost has the higher populations of people with doctorate degrees. It can be seen that with more high-wage earners, the standard and cost of living will be higher. The real problem, however, is that not everyone can afford to own a home in Iowa City. Thus, we can see that Iowa City is a desirable place to live, as long as you can afford it and tolerate the winters. Is it possible that any city is without drawbacks? I doubt it. I definitely prefer to live in a place where I feel safe and welcome and where new, forward-thinking ideas are generated. For all these reasons, I like living here. I ask you to visit one day and see for yourself all Iowa City has to offer.